Cedar Lake Unsafe Building Department meeting for March 16th, 2022 is called to order. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please, Ashley.
Mr. Wilkening will be absent. Mr. Sharp?
Here.
Ms. Sheehan? Here. Mr. Deutmeyer?
Present.
Mr. Gatto?
Here.
Mr. Slaughter?
Here.
Ms. Murr? Here. Ms. Abernathy present.
Okay, thank you. Minutes of the February 16th, 2022 public meeting. Do we have a motion to approve those?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you. I'll second. Roll call. May as well do roll call, Ashley.
Ms. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Okay, vote carries 2-0. Under new business, 6911 West 131st, J&D Sun Rentals, LLC. Jill, do you want to update us on this?
You have a completed report in front of you. I sent a letter to them. I spoke with the property owner today. The letter had requested their attendance at the April meeting. He will be here. He is looking to do some repairs. Oh,
I'm here.
you are here.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like really, I'm like,
Can you come up to the-
I want to get some sleep. And
Sir, can you come up to the podium
Sure.
and give your name and address for the record, please? Thank you.
He's here much early.
Yeah.
I am James Ramsey, the owner of the 6911 West 131st Street, Cedar Lake Building.
Thank you. Now, go ahead, Jill, if you want to, or you want to go ahead.
Okay.
We got pictures of it here, so we got an
Yeah,
idea.
I got a phone, I got a letter today. Actually, I got a little later today, and spoke with, I believe, with Jill, is that correct? And in regards to that, she said there was somebody that came by on January 31st, is that correct? Okay, I'm getting a letter today. I am here to, because she said that it would be important for me to come here.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know about this at all, up
Okay.
until just now.
Okay.
So, that's something that I don't like to do, is to procrastinate on, getting things done,
Understood.
yeah. So, I'm here, and I'm willing and able to do what it is that you want me to do to make it not unsafe,
How long have you owned the property, sir?
for quite some time.
Okay. And you didn't feel you needed to
It looks a little
update
rough,
it,
just
or-
some-
It is rough, it is rough, it is, definitely needed some work. I have a full-time job, and, the reason why I, have this building is, like a retirement plan, so that's my, plan. I don't have a I don't have like any of that stuff. So, anyway, I'm planning on keeping it, planning on fixing it up, and,
Okay. So, there's a whole list of things on here that make it unsafe. Do you plan to get a building permit and start working on it?
I do have, another building that I do have a permit, or not a permit, but somebody's actually getting some work done on it, so, this wasn't like on the first burner, it was like on the back burner, you know what I'm saying? Because like you have a limited amount of time and amount of, money, so you have to, kind of allocate what you want, done, and when they get done. So, anyway, I'm here, right?
Okay.
I'm here to do.
Tony, what's the worst part of this?
I think mainly that it's not secured, really.
Okay.
It just kind of invites any kind of, animals or even kids or whoever wants to kind of go in there.
Yeah,
The roll-up door does not look like it's gonna stay in place.
No, it's, that roll-up door, I had somebody install it, and they didn't do a very good job, and it's not, installed correctly, I do know that, and, I do have some plans, like a few months ago, before it was, winter, somebody had dropped off a bunch of mulch in somebody else's neighbor's yard or something like that, and I had to clean it all up, and it's like, that's not even my thing, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway, yeah, I do know about the door, and, that could be number one. I can get that, started tomorrow, if you like.
To get it secured would help.
Yeah.
I don't know, I mean, the framing around the door doesn't look good.
It's an old building.
It looks pretty rotten.
Yeah.
I mean, but even old building, I mean,
Yeah.
anytime something's worked on, we always require that any rotted lumber is replaced. We don't just wanna cover it up and kinda move along,
Yeah, we
so
can't
that's
just
something that we require. I mean, there's a lot that, you know,
Oh, I
siding,
understand.
soffit, fascia, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess securing it would be number one on that list, but we've also got the condition where it is decreasing property values just because of, you know, just the way it
Yeah.
looks.
Just the way it looks, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right, Tony, yeah, I
Besides,
agree.
all over here, it says it's just not, you couldn't house a person in it, it's just
Yeah, like, a great
Structurally
example, I'm looking at this picture here.
not safe.
I didn't put the speakers on the garage, you know what I'm saying? But somebody did, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you wanna make your building nice and pretty and this and that, and you got somebody doing something bad, and you're just like, why do they do this?
But ultimately, you are the owner.
I am the owner,
Yeah.
yes, that is correct. Remember I told you about, like, the same thing about,
I don't
you know,
think
someone
it's
dumping a
really
bunch of mulch in the neighbor's yard, and you're just like, why did you guys do that? Why did you make that big mess for me to clean? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So, you know, just work with me a little bit. I'll get on this, tomorrow. I got some time off. I have a full-time job, and, you know, it does get in the way of, like, a lot of things, because it is like a midnight shift. You know what I'm saying?
I understand, but if it's going, I mean, this is a side hustle for you as a rental property.
Yeah.
It brings in income, so
Yeah.
we are responsible to make sure that
Required
this
to,
is.
yeah, we're required, that's right.
No problem. No, I totally get it, and I'm with you 100%. I should have been a better person, and I wouldn't be standing up here looking at these pictures, talking to both of you, if I was. You know what I'm saying?
But sooner rather than later on.
What's that?
I'm not degrading your personality.
Next meeting and see if we've got a month to see if we can see
And it
some
was-
improvements.
Yeah.
And it was winter too,
I
you know what I'm saying?
understand, oh, I
So, you
understand,
know,
no, that's why we're here in March.
Yeah. So,
On a
you know,
70-degree beautiful day in Cedar Lake, Indiana.
yeah, and I gotta work, man.
Yeah, and
What a
you're on the
bummer.
way to work, so. But we need some action on this.
All right, well, I'll tell you
Some
what,
improvements by next meeting, and then we'll keep getting
yeah,
improvements.
Yeah.
you know what, we'll do that.
Okay,
We'll
yeah,
make Jill and Colleen and Richard and Tony happy,
When
and that's what we want.
And the residents happy.
And the residents happy too.
And the
April
rest.
20th.
We
April
don't just kinda wander out there.
No, I'm a resident
Calls
too.
made,
You
so.
see me like on my bicycle, you know, like going around Cedar Lake, you know, yeah, that's me, all right.
okay, April 20th is the next meeting.
At
Okay.
6
So,
o'clock, so if you can
yeah,
come with
6 o'clock
and bring
here.
some pictures and some receipts or something showing what you've done.
And a
To make
permit, he's gonna need a
improvements.
permit to do a lot of this, right?
If he's
Tony?
just gonna secure it, if he's going to work on the roll-up door, get it replaced or functioning, and get the, side service door going, and something with windows, I mean, if he's doing.
Some we're gonna have to keep doing more, but.
Let's
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that,
yeah,
right.
I will.
Starting point.
Yeah.
Might not work like that as a.
The biggest problem I had was the renter before, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not here to blame, you know, but like I said, about putting the speakers on there and
Sure.
just being, you know, like the mulch and just all these other problems and stuff. Okay. So it
Now
would
it's
be
time
a,
to start.
yes, I do need a permit, or no, I do not need a
Depends
permit.
on what you plan to do prior
Okay.
to the next meeting.
All right, well, fixing the door,
Okay.
the
Securing the building is.
Securing the building,
Yeah,
right.
and that includes the door, I would say, the windows and.
yeah,
That will certainly have to be addressed, the windows, the siding, I don't know what the roof looks like, because it was covered in snow at that time.
Okay,
So I'll have to take a
okay.
swing back by there and take a look at it, but, yeah, I mean, I understand it's a garage, so we're not making it's not living space, but it's still got to complement
Yes.
the neighborhood.
we don't want the neighborhood to go down on account of James.
Right.
Right. I got it, man.
So if you could get started on it, bring us some results next meeting, and, we'll see you then. April
Probably not
20th,
Go from there. Yeah.
okay?
Before that, you know, because I'm here, right? No one likes to have this kind of pressure on them.
And you could check with Jill on if the permit's needed, but you need to check with her in the next couple of days, so.
Okay,
All
Jill,
right,
thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you for showing up.
Thank
That's-
you, thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman, just so we're clear on expectations here, what I'm hearing is by the next meeting, the building's gonna be secured.
Correct.
right? The roll-up door is gonna be fixed, the side door is gonna be
You know, I'm gonna write this down
operable.
too.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay.
While I'm right there, so.
Are there any other immediate concerns that need to be addressed in the next month, Tony?
I would say those would be the immediate concerns, and we could give like a 3-month permit, you know, when he's ready to, well, after the next meeting, when he's ready to do siding, soffit, fascia improvements.
Okay.
But we need that stuff done by
Yep,
next meeting.
ASAP,
Absolutely.
and the side door.
And you're more than welcome to start early on the,
Yes.
on the rest of it.
All right, so your roll-up door, side door, window, and it's just parentheses, just secure, and not look so bad.
Yeah, any kind of improvement also, so,
I got it.
thank you, Ryan.
Yep.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everybody, thank you.
Okay,
Sometimes procrastinating James needs, you know,
a little prodding?
a little prodding, that's correct, that's correct.
Okay, very good. We don't need to, do we need to?
I would
vote
just
on-
move to defer it with the conditions attached that we just talked about. The building's gonna be secured by the April meeting.
Okay,
And if not, then I'm in real trouble.
well, you can do that for me, make that motion.
I'll make the motion to defer with the securing of the building by the next meeting.
I'll second. Roll call, Ashley?
Do I keep this then?
Yes, you may have
Okay.
that.
Thank
Ms.
you.
Stevens?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes, motion carries 2-0. Okay, see you, April.
Do I need to stay in here? or-
No.
No, you can leave.
All right, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're done.
Next time I'll bring the donuts.
Okay,
All right.
we can't be bribed, though. 7424 West 140th Place.
It's me.
Okay.
That's not me.
It's not you, is
That's
it?
my complaint.
Okay. This is the garage, is that correct?
Yes,
This is the house that was torn down?
yes, and the garage is
And now
supposed
the garage has a new occupant?
to be, yeah, for like the last 2 months. A couple years ago, she tried living in the van, they stopped her.
Wait, excuse me.
I just found his key right in front of the building,
I think that's
department.
my key.
Is that yours? Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
yeah.
Thank you.
all right.
Could you give your name and address for the record, please?
Rick Kuiper, 7416 West 140th Place.
Okay. You want to, go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, the house was condemned, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, and about 2-3 years ago, they came and had to take her out physically, and then it wasn't fit for living in. It had electric and heat, but that was it. The back door wall was out. Just wasn't fit for life, so they condemned it.
Mhm.
A year or so later, they tore it down.
Okay,
The garage was supposed to go down with it. The
okay.
garage is just as bad a shape as the house was. But she parked her car in there, had her brother park her car and put her stuff in there so they would hopefully not tear it down. Well, they didn't, and I can understand.
No, I understand.
Give her time to get stuff out,
Yeah.
you know, she kinda lost her mind for a while. And, whether it's back or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's immaterial.
Maybe not.
But, like I said, she tried living in a van 2-3 years ago, they stopped her. Last year, she tried living in a van, they stopped her, they finally told her she had to get the van out of there, it sat there for 6 or 7 years. Now, she's living in the garage, and it's worse than the house was, it has no electric, no heat, no water. She's been
Is
seeing
there a car
taken-
in there that she can, or is there a car in the garage still?
No, it's just her
She's just
bunch
living
of
it.
junk.
Just-
She
just
just
it.
keeps bringing stuff more, and she even
Yeah.
put a brand new mailbox out front, so she plans on holding residence. I'm gonna shut her off from, I've let her use my back property, my back entrance to her garage for the last 30 years. Because I
Okay.
knew her and her husband, her kids, for 30 years. They've been
Now,
our
it's her
neighbors.
by herself and,
Not her by herself, but her kids won't have nothing to do with her. She's burned all the bridges. We've had people come over there and say, Sheila, come with us, you can't live here like this no more. You can't live here. The next night, 2 nights later, she's back.
she's back.
So she's had opportunity to get help. I think she's on disability, she's trying to get part of her husband's social security. I don't know what she has for
Is
finance.
her husband still alive?
No, he passed away.
Okay.
But, it's enough's enough, you know, she's got stuff outside the garage, gutters are falling off, the roof's ready to collapse, the garage door don't work. She put another door up with a padlock. So, you know, it's just, she's got to get out of there.
Yeah, no, she's got to for her own
for her own safety, and
Yeah.
for, you know, I mean, I bring my kids over there, my grandkids, I have now she's got people coming back there because she's trying to hold a garage sale. I took the garage sale signs out of my property. It's a year-wide garage sale. So people are coming back in my building, by my building, seeing all my stuff.
Supporters, David.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm not saying throw her in the street, okay, go over there, you gotta get out.
Yeah.
This is coming down. Give her a little time to get her stuff out, but give her a date, give her a time, and
We
not
gotta
no
give her a
six,
date, we gotta give her a deadline.
not no 6 months either.
No, I understand, it
You
won't
know.
be 6 months.
I guess I'm curious what Ryan has to say
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just looking
I've
through,
got pictures if you wanna see pictures of it.
I don't think we have any pictures yet. 'cause
I
this
have
is-
some, you
Yeah.
can go and take some, but.
No, we will, we'll
But
have to
she's
do
tore my
that,
yard.
just to get it started going
She tore
through
my,
that.
and when I tell her she can't use the property no more to get back there,
Yeah,
she's gonna come from the other street, right through the yard, and she's gonna make ruts. I've pulled her out of the ruts before.
to her own yard, is that her
Oh,
own
yeah,
yard?
well, it's part, the part that's under tax sale, there's 25
Oh,
foot partial.
sure.
There's another 50-foot partial that's still hers, what's its owed on it. So people came to look at the property,
But her place isn't on the tax sale,
it's a 25-foot partial in between.
Okay,
Where the house
okay.
wasn't on.
yeah, we're
I
trying to figure that out
I
right
paid
now.
mine all the same,
Okay,
but she never separated it.
I see,
So,
yeah.
but,
So it looks like part of the property was sold at tax sale last year.
it was sold or, no, it's just pending, isn't it?
No, there was part of the property, which is lot 19,
It's 25.
except at least half,
25 foot.
was sold at tax sale, and a petition for tax deed was filed in October of last year with a hearing in December.
Oh, I thought it was just pending, that somebody was trying to buy it.
There is a second lot there that is currently up for tax sale with a redemption period to and through September 21 of this year, which Jill, I think, is trying to locate right now, so we can figure that out. I presume the one that is sold now is the house itself.
Where the house was, or?
No, that's separate, the house was not on that property, because there was a 50-foot partial between my property and that property.
Okay,
And when I bought it, I took half of it, and the guy I bought it from, his son took half, and we redid ours, and now it's all one lot, 75 foot wide.
Lot
Okay.
20
That's how it
is the
looks on the,
lot, the house.
on the lot.
Yeah, so that's the one that's up right now. And
yeah,
that'd be
hers, she never
number
did, and I didn't know she didn't, so it's split.
45, 15, 26, 378, 9,
Mhm.
43?
Yep.
Yeah, so the house has currently been sold at tax sale in
Well,
September.
there's no house on it, they demoed the house.
The house lot
The house, okay.
okay.
was sold at tax sale last year with redemption period through this year. Which, of course, we all know that that means
Yeah.
by the time that person or
Yeah, we got
entity, and I
something.
think,
Yeah.
I'm familiar with the purchaser. I want to say it might be one of Dave Bross's entities.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if that was good or bad, so you don't have to say.
But all that's left is the garage. So,
And the garage is on a separate lot, or is it on that?
the
No,
garage
it's
is
on
on the
that
house
lot.
lot, isn't it?
It's on that lot, yeah.
It's on the
And
house
for
lot?
tax
It's
purposes.
on the house lot. Yes,
Okay,
the garage.
but it's been sold, we think? Okay.
Well, the tax certificate's been purchased, they have a year to redeem before you then go
Oh
ahead
my
and.
God.
Because she got a for sale sign out front from a realtor. Somebody tried to stop and look at it 2 weeks ago, and the people talked with me. They wanted to look in the garage. She said, no, you can't go in the garage. You'll let my cat. Well, she's got a bed and everything. She's living in it. And the feces she's got dumping in the back of the garage, and then her old septic tank, and then ditches down the road. People have seen it, and I can't have that. I
Have
got
you
grandkids.
observed her, like, emptying the bucket or whatever?
Well, we've seen her go behind the building with it, and my daughter, we've seen her dump it in a, now what was in the bucket, I don't know. It could have been water,
Sure, okay.
it could have been, you know, whatever. But there's no bathroom, where's she going to the bathroom?
Yeah,
It's just common sense. You know, it's just common sense.
Now, this one racks my memory a little bit. I obviously recall the situation with
Yeah.
her and her brother.
yes,
Oh,
And I believe, the VASIA program was involved with this as well because of her placement. I certainly recall the demolition and the order. I want to say, and maybe you remember, maybe you don't, but it was at the final demo hearing, or thereabouts, her and or her brother showed up, and there was some discussion about salvaging the garage, salvaging the items that were
that's
stored in the
exactly,
garage.
that rings a bell.
Jill sort of
Actually, in that-
refreshed me a little bit that we then sent a letter to Sheila in August of 19 giving her some time to get things out of the garage,
She's spoken.
but noting that the garage itself, would subsequently be demolished. I would have to go back and look at the meeting minutes to see what the board accepted and approved,
Yeah.
at that particular hearing. However, regardless of, all of those circumstances,
It's unsafe.
any report that we had back then would be stale by now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if it's the board's pleasure to entertain this, Tony's gonna have to go out there and take a peek at the garage.
Yeah, he's gotta go look at it.
To determine the
I mean, I
garage
believe
itself.
everything you're saying, but we have to have it.
Oh,
on
yeah, I took
so-
pictures of it and everything
Yeah, I
too, so,
understand,
but,
I understand.
it's,
So that's where we start, right, Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, then we have to.
and maybe she's gonna save the garage, she can't live in it.
No, we can't, no.
She can't
Is there
live in
anybody
it.
else we can call? I mean,
The health department would be the other entity
Yeah.
that would
Well, we
potentially have
probably
some
should. I
jurisdiction
mean,
over
You
this.
can't live in a building with.
No heat, no water, no,
Heat,
he
no
tore the
water,
house down and it
yeah.
had heat and, electric. Now, there's nothing in the garage and we're allowing her to live there, there's something wrong with that
I feel
picture.
bad, obviously.
no,
I know.
yeah, it's another
But you
sad
can't-
thing.
And I didn't kick her out all winter
I wouldn't
long,
wanna live next
because
to
I
that.
wasn't gonna put her in the street,
No, I understand.
okay?
Yeah.
But she's nuts, and I can't deal with it no more.
Yeah, I don't.
But she does have two kids that don't want
They don't want nothing to do with her.
That's great.
The only one that ever showed up, I wanna say it was her brother.
Her brother.
I think it's her brother,
Today.
that's right, Ron, you
Yeah,
okay?
it's her brother,
Yeah.
and he's the one that quick parked the car in the garage, backed it in there and closed the
So
door.
they would have something in there.
In there so that they wouldn't tear the garage down.
You might remember he was,
He's
at least as
probably-
I remember it, he was somewhat combative
He's a drunk, I'm
when
sorry.
he was here.
He lived in a house trailer in a camper behind her property for 2 months until I finally told her, he's playing music, he's screaming, he's yelling, he's drinking. I told her, tell him to get out of here, I'm calling the cops. So she finally had to send him home. So that's the type of,
Yeah.
people I deal with. And
Right.
I mowed her yard for 8 years because she couldn't. I
Can
jumped
she
the
get
car every
around?
winter.
Can she get around, Rick?
Huh?
Is she
Now
mobile?
she gets around real well now.
Okay.
Before she was kinda, I don't know what was wrong with her, she had a stroke or she wasn't taking her medication, cause she had mentioned
Okay,
on.
yeah.
And when she went on drink binges, she'd be 2-3 days, you wouldn't see her. And then she finally would go over and knock on the door, Sheila, you okay? My wife took her groceries, She wouldn't answer the door, now since she answered the door, she was, yeah, kind of a rough night, where she was just hammered.
Right.
So, now, if I talk to her or say hi to her, she kinda ignores us a little bit now, but I'll say hi to her. My wife says hi to her, sees her, and she makes, through the winter, she made her rounds. My wife would see her at Target, Walmart, the library, and she would pick different places to go during the day. Then she
Oh,
always
cool.
came back to sleep there at night.
Right.
So she has a car also, so.
Yes, she does have a
Okay, okay.
I've jumped it many times, I pulled it out of the yard many times, I plowed her snow for years, I mowed her yard for 8 years. I gave her water out of my spigot with a hose for 4 years.
Well, I guess
So,
we
I've
start-
done all I can do, and
Yeah.
now I can't, I'm done.
Right, well,
I
we
am
start
done.
with,
Yeah, we gotta start with the
They get
report
pictures.
and,
and as far as calling Board of Health, who would do that?
Yeah,
If you guys want to, we can make contact with them, and, if that's your direction, to see if they can go out there and investigate, as I understand, at least through.
I think we should.
we
Yeah.
probably have to bring in cops, because if she's in there, she will not open the door.
Yeah, the issue I think that
In her house, they had
Jill
to go in the
noted to
back
me
door
was
and carry her.
police have had difficulties either trying to locate her going in or leaving, and the way they could really do so is if they sort of camp someone out
just
there.
stay there. Yeah, we've had some, God.
The cops went out there about a month ago, he came to my door and he said, so-and-so, I'm checking on this garage, somebody's living, it's called a wellness check, so I gave him all the info. He said, she's in the first garage, the second garage is mine. But her car's there, but she's not gonna open the door, I'm gonna tell you that right now. The only way you're gonna get in is break in. She wouldn't answer, she wouldn't acknowledge him or
Well,
nothing.
of course.
No,
We called that in while there was snow on the ground, because you could see the tire tracks then going to,
I say,
The
go
garage.
into the, okay, okay.
but not leaving.
Yeah, at that time, yeah.
Well, I don't. know.
Okay, well,
Don't
thank
think-
you for bringing this, I'm sorry, I mean, it's just terrible.
it is,
It's terrible.
and I feel bad for her. I wish she had a
Yeah. No,
place
I
to
know.
go, and my wife and I called all of Lake County for 2 weeks trying to find her a place, so somebody could take her.
Yeah.
But all the houses and halfway houses were taken up, and they said, we don't have no room for her. Because we were gonna tell her, Sheila, we found you a place to go. She wouldn't go anyway.
It's a sad state in that when their kids won't even have anything to do with it. That's
It's
really
sad, it is, because I knew her kids, you know,
Well,
I mean,
she's
they were raised with my kids,
She's probably burnt the bridge,
you know?
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
honest.
so,
And
yeah.
we called them many times on her when she was living in the house. She was in bad shape, that's it, they came out twice. She MF'd them and told them they were trying to take her property and all this, her own kids, so that they won't have nothing to do with her no more.
Right.
And you can't blame them, they tried, they really tried,
No.
but
It sounds like a lot
enough's
of people have tried, so.
enough. I can't deal with
I think
it
No,
no more.
thank you for bringing this to our attention, Mr.
Okay.
Piper, we appreciate it, and Tony will get started, we'll get a report back here
Do you
next
agree
month
that
and
Ryan
start.
should reach out to the board?
I think, what do you
so.
think, Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, I think if she's living there and
I think so.
depositing her waste in places that are not the sewer system, that certainly poses a health
Okay,
issue.
yeah. and
Now, I can't tell you it's waste,
No, but it's,
Well, if you don't
it's
have
gotta be
that,
going
then you have
somewhere.
to be going somewhere.
Yeah.
it's common sense.
Yeah, it's gotta be going
And
somewhere.
some lady in here, I don't know who she's not here now, she said she had a complaint of her, people coming in, seeing her dumping buckets of waste in the ditch. Who that was, I don't know, but you had a complaint on her.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
Well, I think that's what we should
Yeah, that's what
start
we
there.
need, and that's, you got it started, so appreciate it.
Because I'm gonna tell her probably this week, she can't use my driveway no more, because she got it tore to pieces. It's just rutted up in mud.
What's your
mud.
driveway?
Well, it sounds
But
like
it's
you've
mine.
been kind long enough.
But I didn't tell her yet, because I wanted to find out what was gonna go on here first.
Yeah, okay,
Because, you know, I didn't want her driving through the yard and rutting it up.
Yeah.
She's gotta get out of there soon.
yeah,
She's already got the driveway a mess, I have to fix it anyway.
yeah.
So other than her drive through the yard, let her go there until you people get a hold of her
Yeah,
and tell her she gotta
and
go.
we'll attempt to do that, somebody will attempt, so we'll see, we'll see. But thank you for coming.
I'll be at the next meeting.
Okay, all right.
And hopefully something's done.
Hopefully we're getting
Because I got
started.
people that for real cheap would burn it for me, but I don't wanna do that.
Yeah, yeah. Don't say that.
I'm just being,
Don't say that, please.
You guys have a good day.
You also,
You too.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Update items, 7512 West 128th Lane. I'm not gonna be able to pronounce the name. Is that your property, sir, or?
7512 West 128th?
Yes,
Yeah,
just your
Simon.
name and address for the record.
Simon Rostevsky, 7101 Colorado Street, Maryville. I purchased the tax certificate at the 2020 September tax sale. Nobody paid the taxes on it, so we proceeded to get the deed. I think the judge granted issuance of the tax deed to issue it on the 12th of December. And they said there is a backlog of 3 to 6 months for issuance of the deeds. So there's a technicality that I just have financial interest in it now until they actually record the deed in my name.
So
I did
that's
pay
in the
taxes
transition
up.
process still, and,
No, that's all done. They just pretty much have to send it to the recorders and make sure the legal description and everything's fine. Then they'll issue it to me.
it'll become your house at that point.
That's
Yeah,
correct. I've
okay.
already paid the taxes are all up to date.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for them to issue the deed, so that way I could actually go into the property and see exactly what I'd like to do with it. And then once I get the deed in my name, I'll come down to the building and plan department and pull a permit
Get a
for
permit, yeah,
whatever I want to do.
okay,
So-
and then start to work on it?
Yeah, that's
okay.
correct, yeah.
Okay.
It's not my first time. I do this quite often.
Okay.
You know, so.
Okay,
It's in various stages at Lake County. When you look on GIS, it's there, but the property record card's not updated, so it's in various stages right now.
Okay.
Kind of stuck in the middle at the moment.
It is only the property with the structure on it, though,
Yeah.
just so everyone knows, the other properties around it,
Mhm.
are still owned by,
The old
Ms.
owner.
Kelly.
okay, okay. All right,
So,
this is the property with the structure on it.
If you
so,
go on
okay.
the treasurer's site to look up the tax record on it, it's under my name currently. It's just that on the GIS, I don't think it has it on there
GIS
yet.
updated, it, like I said, it's in various stages. As of today, the property record card isn't updated, so
Okay.
it's almost there.
Okay,
But
But I
okay.
know they were updating everything to get the tax bills out of Lake County, so there was kind of this
freeze period on. Sure.
So usually they issue it to me around April.
So you think maybe that'll be, you'll might get something next?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I said, I mean, with COVID and the backlog of probably parcels that they're recording, at the tax sale department, they said 3 to 6 months. So if it's December 12th, they issued it, so I'm looking at anywhere from now, March, till June.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm kinda at the
Okay.
mercy of that.
Okay.
Can't,
What do you think, Ryan?
Well, I can confirm that what he's saying is generally pretty accurate.
Yeah.
I mean, you're,
Okay.
once the deed order is issued, then you're sort of at the mercy of the auditor's office and getting the deeds together and recorded,
Sure.
so long as I assume you've paid all the fees for the recording and all that stuff.
yeah,
right?
all the taxes are up to date, everything's up to snuff
Okay.
on our end.
So probably what's best is to just bump it a month and just set it to see what's going on in April. If you haven't gotten a deed by April, or you haven't received notice that the deed's been recorded,
Yeah.
communicate with the town and
Yeah,
let them
just
know
call us
that.
and let us
Okay.
know if you.
So you don't need to come in.
Then you don't have to come back in
Note
here.
that.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
And if I
okay.
do get the deed issued, I'll come down within 30 days to pull a permit of the scope of work that I'd like to do to it.
Okay.
Which will probably be substantial.
Probably, yeah, we don't have any pictures on that. Hopefully, if you get started on it, we don't have to take it that far, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, but thank you for showing up and,
Yeah, that's not a problem.
we'll find out in maybe a month, maybe you'll have it by then, so.
Hope so.
Okay,
Okay.
So, thank you for your
very
time.
good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item, 7020 West 139th Place, INACQ LLC. This is our Las Vegas property, is that correct?
Yes.
It is, it is.
And you are from? Las
I
Vegas?
am from Cedar Lake.
Oh, from Cedar Lake, okay.
I am Anthony's realtor, so he is in Mexico with his family, so
Okay.
I'm here.
What's your
for-
name, just for the record, name and address?
Stephanie Knightum. My
Okay.
personal address,
Yeah, our business, whatever.
12373 Woodmark Place, Cedar Lake.
Okay, okay. Thank you. So you're here as his representative?
And
Just so
Okay.
you know, I had email communication with Anthony, and he did ask if she can come and represent him, so
Yeah.
there's
Okay.
a document for the file.
Okay, and now, has he received, where is he in this price?
Same thing as the last one,
Okay, okay, so,
unless you guys have your tax deed.
we do have the deed, we
Okay.
just got it on March 3rd.
Okay.
okay,
It has been an absolute nightmare getting someone to come out and check
Yeah, I
at
know.
the foundation. I do have BNF out of St. John coming tomorrow morning, actually. So we're waiting to hear on that, to see if it can be salvaged or not.
okay. And they'll be here tomorrow for?
Tomorrow morning,
Tomorrow?
they're
Okay.
supposed to be.
Yeah,
No, I've
yeah.
had two that were supposed to be here and didn't show, so. Fingers
Okay,
crossed.
okay, well, that's all you can do right now.
Yeah,
If you can keep us updated.
I
or-
will email you now that I have your
Or even
email, if
the-
that's okay?
Yes, or the building department.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
yeah.
all we've got right now.
satisfactory, Colleen,
I think,
Ryan?
you know,
I don't
till
know what
next
else we
time,
can do
what
right
think,
now.
Ryan?
Yeah, I would say similar to Rustevsky, until we
Yeah.
have something more concrete, we keep it on the update.
Keep it on the update
Check in
items,
and see what's
yeah.
going on.
Yeah, okay. Well, hopefully it is, that's what you want, right?
That's what I want,
Yeah.
that's what he wants,
Okay.
we'll see.
Yeah, okay, very good.
Much worse condition than I expected, but it's
Well,
fine.
yeah. Sometimes, huh? Sometimes, yeah. Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for coming in.
Thanks, guys.
Well, that's pretty unusual. Everybody's here
Yeah.
with the story, a good story, well, not good story. Any public comment?
I just want to add,
Oh, that's right, Colleen, yeah.
On this one,
Yeah.
Graves, I'm just gonna make a report on it, and, somebody's going to contact.
I'm gonna contact the health department.
Okay.
Do you want to defer that item just as a,
I don't know, an update, do we continue, or is it?
Well, I think Graves needs to stay on
the update.
for business.
Okay.
So it's probably appropriate then to just clarify for the record that it would be a deferral for a month. Tony's gonna go out there, do the inspection, and we're directed to,
Okay,
contact the health
okay,
department.
all right, very good. You want to
So,
make that?
yeah, I would like to add, or,
You want to make the motion first, Colleen?
no,
I'm sorry.
yeah, which one are we making?
For Greg.
Back on Graves.
Yeah,
Just so
I'll
it
make a
stays on,
motion to
so, yeah,
continue it and
just
keep it on the
for-
update
yeah.
item.
Well, our the action, whatever, yeah.
Just to keep it just on the agenda, not, I wouldn't move it to an update yet because
Okay,
we might have an unsafe building that we have to deal with.
yeah, okay,
I'll second. Ashley?
Ms. Sheehan?
yeah.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes. Motion carries 2-0. Okay. And now, Colleen, you've got,
So, there is a series of, I think what it is like one long shed with individual, it's at the Ferguson property, over where Doug Ferguson is living on Edison Street.
Just drove past there, and I think I know
Did
exactly what
you
you're
see what I'm
talking
talking about?
about.
I have pictures of it.
Between the two properties, correct?
Yeah, like
Sort of.
between the one street and the next street, and it's like,
Yeah.
it's like one building with lots of little doors.
It's like 4 or
But-
5 doors.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
using it, I don't even know what they're using it for, supposedly a wrestling something, but there are holes in it, there is garbage everywhere, it's complete and total nuisance, it needs to be added, needs to be taken down as soon as possible.
Fight Club.
That whole thing is a disaster over there. I don't know what else to
That's-
say, but if I can
yeah.
add that to the agenda for next month, I would like to do that.
Everybody have an address on it, or you looking
You know what, I can give you, I don't have the exact, Stephanie tried to look up the address today, and it came back as hers, but she's got to plot a survey, and it's not on her property. So,
What's Stephanie's address?
I'm trying to see if she gave it to me, I'll text her right now, I thought I had it. Let's see, it might be on this plot.
get you some business, Tony.
Yeah,
Right?
new construction is slow right now, so I need some.
Okay, all right, we better take advantage of
The
that.
weather's nice outside, so, yeah.
Security, there you go.
Her address is 13336 Edison Street. But again, it's not actually on her property, but when you look it up, it kind of comes. she
It
said
sounds
that
like
she
you'll be able to
listed at the top
identify
up
what
under her
they're talking
address.
about.
Yeah, if anything, I'll ask Chris.
Yeah.
The street just west of that.
Okay,
I have photos.
Okay, no.
This thing right here,
I got you.
probably this thing, back
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah, it's awful.
And you're just by there?
Yeah.
1336 Lamore.
Okay, so yeah, it's actually owned by the, yeah. Just about.
Okay. Thank you, Colleen.
You bet.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you, Tony.
You're welcome.
Any other public comment? Anybody online, or whatever, or Zooming, or whatever you do?
Nope,
Okay,
don't like us today.
no, that's fine. Okay, this meeting's adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.